Brokers are getting over on truckers along with trucking companies getting over on their drivers, undercutting and oversaturating the market with useless office workers who seem to make more than the truckers, which has always been crazy to us. That's a comment I have read on YouTube, and this got me thinking. I have made several videos about brokers and why I think we don't need them. Most of you guys have been agreeing with that, and some brokers will say that we don't understand how the business works and that we don't understand that trucking companies would not be able to survive by themselves as far as the transportation goes because of so many shippers out there that have so many demands, and that most trucking companies don't even know how to send rates and how to quote rates, how to negotiate freight with shippers. Hi, this is Enis from Never Stop Trucking. Today we're talking about brokers. Once again, the brokers, you cannot be indifferent towards them. Some people like them, some people hate them, and some people are just working with them because they have no choice. And I think the most trucking companies and drivers will fall into the last category here. We just have no way around that. And I do understand that brokers will usually be of a better help to large shippers because they will have more carriers to work with. They can have thousands of carriers to work with and thousands, tens of thousands of trucks. So they can book them easy and they can satisfy their customers' needs that way. Most trucking companies in the United States are small size. In fact, most of them are like 1 to 5 trucks. And it would be very hard for these trucking companies to satisfy the needs of large shippers. Now, there can be some local shippers or warehouses or factories, whatever the case might be, where an owner-operator or a small trucking company could go into and maybe get some loads. But if you're talking about big DCs, for example, like Sam's Club, Target, Walmart, CVS, Kroger, you name it, you being a very small carrier, that's going to be hard. And that's where these brokers come in. Now, if these big shippers would care more, they could have departments in their respective offices, and that way they could book these smaller carriers. They could vet them, they can have access to their safety data, and they can have their own rules, same as brokers do. But that's another problem, because in that case, one could argue that these big companies could have their own trucks, and most of them do, like Walmart does. They have their own trucks, and but they cannot make it. Same thing with Amazon. Amazon has, when they first started, they were using UPS, but now they have their own local trucks. They even have over-the-road trucks, but still the majority of freight for Sam's Club and Amazon is done by smaller carriers, which are using brokers. Now, brokers, in our opinion, they are making a lot of money, and they are not doing much, right? They, sure, you have to be able to plan a load, and you have to be able to find a good carrier for it. And I understand. I worked for a short while as a broker. I had my own brokerage, and it's tough to find a reliable carrier. I totally understand. Just today we had a trailer, an empty trailer in Missouri that we needed to bring back to Michigan, and it's hard to find a carrier. There was a posting. This owner-operator posted himself on DAT load board, and I called him. And from St. Louis to Grand Rapids here, it's like just over 400 miles. And he said, I told him, well, you can use this trailer as a loadout. You can get your own load and bring it here, because he is power only. And power only, usually do both. They do load out or strictly like a drop and hook, or maybe even a round trip. But this guy said, no, I don't do that. I'm not going to do a load out. I'm just going to bring the trailer there as if it was its own load, like there was a load on the trailer. And I said, well, how much do you need for that? And he came back to me at 1,300 from Missouri to 400 some miles, empty trailer, drive-in trailer. He wanted 1,300. So that's ridiculous, right? I understand that we as carriers need to make money, because I'm a carrier myself. But if the brokers are, like if I called a broker would not, first it would be a loadout trailer, and second, even if this was just an exclusive trailer use, like no loadout options, they would maybe give me 800 maybe at most, which is around $2 per mile. But he wanted 1,300. So you can't, like, if everyone else is paying $2 per mile for a load, then you can't be expecting. So it's hard. It's hard to negotiate freight with carriers if you're a broker, right? But then on the other hand, carriers and owner operators, they have these expenses, and they have this risk and liability and safety and being away and maintaining their own equipment, all of that. And still, a broker would make more money because they're taking large cuts from these loads, and carriers and owners are paid peanuts, right? So if we were able to cut out that middleman, then my opinion is that we really don't need brokers. Maybe in rare circumstances, but to have a 100% of the freight, you have to rely on these brokers, because they're taking over more and more and more, and they're underbidding each other as well. And then let alone the brokers that we have from overseas that are buying brokerages, like existing brokerages in the United States, like they would buy a small MC number, small brokerage that's about to go down. Now they can legally work in the United States. So in my opinion, we really don't need them, and we need to I spoke about unions in my first video, but same thing with brokers. Something has to be done. The whole supply chain industry needs to be reorganized and restructured. This is really not working anymore. Why? Because we can see it every day. We can see trucking companies going out of business. We can see drivers not wanting to drive anymore. We can see that there is no profit, and a few stubborn people like myself and others are staying in this industry, right, all the way till the end. But this is your proof. Just the fact that everyone is getting out of it, that a lot of companies are going bankrupt, that's your proof that this industry needs to be restructured. Subscribe to the channel, come back for more. Let me know what you think about this topic, and hopefully I'll see you around in my next video. See you guys later.